You know, I'm really easy to get along with most of the time. But I don't like bullies, and I don't like threats, and I don't like you.
How's it going out there, everyone? W.F.S, your doctor here today. And this is going to be definitely a different video for me, that's for sure, because the great Capt Janeway, Kate Mulgrew, apparently hates me. Well, not me personally, but people who apparently have a problem with the captain or the chancellor from Starfleet Academy. So Kate has a problem with people like me because we can't stand this chancellor. She is a complete opposite of everything that we have seen and come to expect from Star Trek and Starfleet captains. She's lazy. She lays around. She walks barefoot throughout the ship, and she just lounges around the bridge as if it's her own personal clubhouse. So this article comes from Collider. Star Trek Voyager's Capt Janeway shuts down trolls in defense of Holly Hunter's new captain.
Someone has been working and playing well with others, Harold. Sir! Yes, sir!
In the post from Star Trek's official Facebook account, which announced that the 6th episode of Starfleet Academy's Come Let's Away is now available to stream, a commentator suggested that Captain Janeway time traveled to bitch slap Captain Mumbles. I love that name. When she spots her lounging in the captain's chair like she's getting ready to watch the Hallmark Channel, instead of commanding a starship, referring to Hunter's distinctive cadence for an informal manner of sitting in her chair. Good Lord. The commander did indeed summon Janeway, but likely not in the manner in which he intended. Mulgrew's, forgive me, but for some reason I have a hard time pronouncing the name. Mulgrew's official account responded, on the contrary, sending you and every other disrespectful troglodyte who insults my fellow captain and Starfleet officer to the brig where you belong. Keep Janeway's good name out of it. She signed off by saying, dismissed. Now, let's be clear about this. A YouTuber, a content creator, a critic. That's kind of what I am here. I criticize. I'm a critic. And for Miss Janeway here to criticize me because I am criticizing Holly Hunter because of the way that she's performing in her character as, I love the name, Captain Mumbles, or as I called her, Captain Lazy Ass. Anyway, we have a right to our opinions about whether or not this character is performing in a way that has been outlined throughout the decades. She is supposed to be the captain or chancellor of a school, and yet she walks around barefoot. She lays in the captain's chair as if she's about to watch a movie. In my opinion, that is not respectful of such a title. You see, Kate, we have a lot of respect for the character that you played, Janeway. She was a great captain. But the question that I have regarding your recent statements, and I think it's a fair one to ask, are you actually defending her and this character and the train wreck of a series that has been presented to the audience because you know her and you're being friendly to her? Or is it possible, because you even admitted this, that you are trying to negotiate yourself a new series for Captain or Admiral Janeway, a live-action Janeway series, somewhat like the series Picard, in which case it would make more sense to me why you are on board trying to defend her and this train wreck of a series. Kate, here's another reason why we not only have a problem with the Chancellor, but we have a major problem with this series. Name a Star Trek before Kurtzman came along and his writers where we got episodes like this. Yeah, you got indications that people were in love and there were always moments of kissing and hugging, but they never went too far. Unfortunately now, in Starfleet Academy, it is more of a teen drama show than it is anything else, with moments of Star Trek. And I say moments. They're far few in between. And if you had watched this latest episode, you'd know that brain cells are eroding by the time this episode ended. I mean, a comic book saved the crew.
Maybe we should go back to sickbay. Why? So you can have me sedated? So I can have the doctor reconfirm your identity? I refuse to believe I'll ever become as cynical as you.
We, as hardcore Star Trek fans, have followed your ship through all its trials and tribulations in the Delta Quadrant and all the way back home. We followed you. We followed every series, Star Trek, Enterprise, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager. And then when the new Star Treks came along, it was a complete abandonment, a violation of all the trust that so many have forged with this franchise and with people like your character. And we are out here screaming to the sounds of all the hilltops. We are screaming to the top of our lungs that this is not Star Trek. It is a complete deviation from everything that we have come to love. And that is what this is all about. Perhaps we are not handling it right with the name calling. Perhaps you're right there. But at the same time, if we don't do this, no one is going to hear us. And this franchise, which is dying, Kate, it's dying. For all the talk that you have about getting a new series, this franchise is dying. And Star Trek Starfleet Academy is killing it. Others have done a damn good job of damaging it, but this is killing it. A Klingon wearing a skirt who has two fathers, or a hologram named Sam, who has absolutely no personality and no one gives a care about. The whole story is weak. And all we're trying to do here is salvage it. Well, that's all I've got to say to you, Kate. If you feel free to comment on this channel, please do. But I'm telling you right now, Star Trek is bleeding. And if something isn't done soon, it's going to die. And I would hate for that to happen. Well, if any of you out there have any comments or suggestions, please drop them below and let me know. Until the next time, my friends, God bless.